Bhagwan Ki Baatein. Welcome to this YouTube channel where we talk only and only about God. In the ongoing series, Stories of Great Saints, we were narrating some of the incidents from the life of great Bhakt Narsi Mehta. In the last capsule, you learnt about how Narsi Mehta visits his daughter empty handed and the daughter scorns at him, saying that what will people at my house say? And then Narsi Mehta challenges, okay, fine, whatever anyone needs, may please make a list. Let's see what happens next. And then there came a mischievous fellow, bringing a piece of paper and exclaiming, I will write down what all of us want. Such were the words of this evil fellow. Then the father-in-law and the son-in-law and the evil-minded relatives, all of them said, what gifts they desired. And the daughter said, I want ornaments. Whatever each one desired, he wrote down. Narsi Mehta then said to him, who had written down what was desired, whatever you desire, write down upon this paper. The unbeliever, because he did not believe him, replied to him, I want a stone. He wrote it down at once, and all the people laughed at him. He remarked, before all the people over there, I cannot believe that the gifts he tells me to write down will ever come. Someone has said that he who will not trust the words of saints and is a hater of the Father is a very bad man. Having fallen into the whirlpool of worldly existence, he cannot be freed even to the very end of the time. A learned fool who is a hater of Brahmins and a reviler of sacred bathing places and sacred cities, such as, and one cannot attain to Hari. One running after women and a hater of his mother are sure to fall into whirlpool of death. Such people cannot attain Hari. Those who do not know what is permitted and what is not permitted by law, those who have a desire for the wives of others, never attain to Hari. No, never. Such being that wicked person, he exclaimed, I want a stone. Narsi Mehta, on hearing this, bowed to Hari. He exclaimed, O merciful to the lowly, lover of your bhakts, the lotus-eyed one, dweller in Vaikunt, the moon to the Chakor, heart of Rukmani, come quickly this time to my help. You call yourself the helper of the helpless. You supply the desired to your bhaktas. Now do not throw aside Narsi Mehta, O merciful one. When Krishna heard these pity-arousing words, he was pleased. He came with a bale full of garments. Hari took the form of a Brahmin and stood at the door and requested the men there to tell Narsi Mehta that he had brought a whole bale of cloth. The relatives questioned him, who are you and where are you from? The life of the world, hearing them say this, answered, listen to what he said. I am one of the agents of Narsi Mehta in his shop at Dwarika. I have hastened here today to bring the gifts for you, his relatives. So spoke the ornament of his bhaktas. No one, however, recognized who he was. People were deceived by their love of things and closed their eyes of knowledge through illusions. Hari, having brought a box full of ornaments, stood there. Narsi Mehta then said to his new relatives, all of you ask for whatever you desire. Putting aside the idea of duality, hold no doubt in your mind. The husband of Rukmani asked for the paper with the list of gifts wanted and took it in his own hand. He then undid the bale of cloth and with his own hand distributed the garments. The Lord of the heart gave a shawl woven with golden threads to the son-in-law of Narsi Mehta. A jacket and a silk sari he gave to the mother-in-law. To some he gave short saris, to some long saris, and to some jackets, to some a neck ornament, to some garments with coloured spots. To some he gave turbans woven at Mungi Patan. To some he gave some very finely woven crimson cloth, and to some a yellow coloured garment. The life of the world gave to some a green thin cloth woven with golden threads. To some he gave turbans and parkalas. Some had asked for a shawl with colored borders, received it. To some Hari gave a pair of silk dhotars. To some he gave black cloth with gold borders. Some asked for yellow raimans, and holder of the Sharang bow, that is Lord Krishna, immediately took it out of the bale of gifts and gave it to them. Narayan gave one a garment with beautiful borders. Enemy of Madhu, he is also known as Madhusudan, that is Krishna, had brought a bale full and it continued to remain full. Men came to see this strange thing, and he gave to them beautiful garments. Krishna distributed limitless beautiful shawls to them. Women of the town assembled to receive saffron and yellow colored paste for their foreheads. The Lord of the heart, Sri Krishna, gave them garments with his own hands rapidly. One Mali, that is Lord Krishna, distributed to them different sorts of saris. He divided amongst them the white thin shawls worn in royal palaces. Blessed, blessed were those people to whom Narayan distributed the garments. What illustrations can I use to compare them? When that wicked man at Hastinapur started to remove the cloth of that pure one, Draupadi, Lord Hari rushed there with the garments for her, and so he did now. After distributing the garments, he gave them ornaments. To some he gave head ornaments of crescent shape, to others head ornaments of various shapes. To some the husband of Rukmani gave pearl earrings, to other clusters of ear ornaments of the shapes of fishes, to others neck ornaments. To some he gave garlands of pearls, to others necklaces, and others neck ornaments with pendants. Krishna gave them with his own hand. Govind distributed with his own hands the bracelets according as each one had desired, and to other gold bracelets. The enemy of Mura, Lord Krishna, gave to some waist cords woven with golden threads, and to others ankle jewels, chains, and many ornaments. They were toe rings for the feet and earrings which Sri Krishna himself put on some people. The holder of the disc, Sudarshan Chakra, Lord Krishna, fastened their neck ornaments, fastened their waist cords, distributed to them these jewels. As the holder of the Sharang bow, Lord Krishna, did this marvelous deed, men and women were all pleased. He was infinitely generous in his benevolent acts of his bhaktas. Just what they wanted, Narayan gave to them in full. The Saviour of the world brought a stone to the man who had done the writing and who had asked for it. The life of the world lifted up the stone with his own hands and placed it upon the man's head. The people who had assembled there laughed as they saw this remarkable Leela. All the people said to him, "Your fate has broken down. You are as one sitting under a wish tree and yet begging." When the Daitya Bhasm pleased the husband of Girija, Lord Shiva, he asked him for a wrong blessing, so you've done that. All having said this to him, the evil-minded person became ashamed, just as when a clod of earth is put into water, it melts away. All again and again made their namaskar to Narsi Mehta. They said to him, "Shri Krishna has come to your aid. Now we truly understand this." In this way, having celebrated his daughter's puberty ceremony, this Bhakt of Vishnu started from there to Junagadh, there to see and worship the image of Krishna. And with these words, we'll end this capsule here with a promise to be back with you on what happens next when Narsi Mehta goes back to Junagadh. Until such time, goodbye, good luck, and Sadar Pranam.